Notre Dame enters the Texas A&M contest with their backs a little bit against the wall, but if the staff has taught us anything, it's probably where you want it to be. That and score prediction next. Ryan Roberts from A to Z Sports breaking down everything Notre Dame football. Folks, we are very close to the home opener. Notre Dame taking on the Texas A&M Aggies Saturday night in South Bend, Notre Dame Stadium. It's going to be a great game, hopefully. Notre Dame obviously coming off of their loss a couple weekends ago to the Miami Hurricanes. Texas A&M coming in 2-0, but those two are obviously against the not best competition in the world, Utah State most recently, and they also beat UTSA. So their first true battle of the season, true test of the season. And Notre Dame enters with their back a little bit against the wall. But I think that is actually a positive here in the sense of this. When we have seen over the last couple years, Marcus Freeman's team go through a little bit of adversity and have to try to answer some doubt, they usually have come out on the other side with answers. This is a coach that has gained our trust in a very short amount of time for getting his team adequately prepared for the biggest moments. And you sitting at 0-1, going to another top 25 matchup, a top 20 matchup, facing off against the Texas A&M Aggies, who also you beat last season in their place. So they're going to come in with a high emphasis of revenge on their minds. All that to be considered. You have the home field advantage. You have the opportunity to get yourselves back on good footing here, because if Notre Dame drops to 0-2, there's a chance they could still make a playoff run if they run the table and go 10-2. But it's very murky, right? Like there's a lot that needs to happen in that scenario. 11-1 is going to always get you in. So to keep that hope alive, Notre Dame needs to win this Saturday night. I think that the Aggies are going to present a really strong game to them, a strong opponent to them. But I do think that Notre Dame has the necessary vigor and aggressiveness and mindset to be able to come back from that tough opening season loss, which is why I'm ultimately going to pick them 28-24. I have wrestled with the over-under on this game. I think that most places have it about 49.5 points. I'm going to do the slight over here. I was thinking under earlier in the season, but I do believe the more I watch the Texas A&M Aggies film, there are plays to be made both in the run and pass game, but especially in the run game. I think Jeremiah Love gets off the schneid, gets off to a good start here. Jadarian Price makes a couple nice plays, and you again try to ease CJ Carr into the football game. Maybe less RPO opportunities for him to pull. Maybe just true, like, hey, let's get these running backs downhill, get him the football early, and see what happens. The one spot that makes me worried a little bit on the defensive side of the football for Notre Dame is we saw some issues with the nickel this past game, and Texas A&M has three actually, that can make plays in there, but more specifically Kevin Concepcion, the NC State transfer. Mario Craver can also work outside and in, so a couple slot options that do give me a little bit of pause and think if Malachi Toney did that against Notre Dame, what could a guy like Kevin Concepcion do? So that's where my worry comes, which is why I think that Texas A&M is going to be able to score a little bit and why we're potentially going to get in the over here. But I do have Notre Dame winning 28-24 for their home opener, getting back to 1-1, staying and put in the top 10, and hopefully starting to get a little bit of a runway here to have a huge, massive movement down the stretch and to get right. This is a not get right game in the sense of they're playing a bad opponent and you're going to try to, just bully them and then you're going to get your mental back. This is a get right game in the sense of you're going to beat a good football team on your home stadium in front of a big crowd, and hopefully Notre Dame is able to get it done. Folks, we'd love to hear from you all, though. First and foremost, drop in your game predictions. Want to hear Notre Dame wins, Texas A&M wins, and then throw the score prediction in there. I'm going to go back in the comment section and look at who was right and who was wrong after the game. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe on your way out as well. And as always, go Irish.